So you're shrinking. We've all been there, and yes, it always seems to happen at the worst time, but in this particular instance, you've got a solution. Well, you've potentially got a solution. First, you have to find it. Dive into the world of Size Matters, where you take on the role of a scientist who decided to test out some shrinking juice and now needs to de-shrinkify himself before he disappears into the carpet and probably the quantum realm. For some reason, the solution has been hidden all over the lab on little clipboards and written on the walls, so your existence hinges on an exciting drawer-pulling scavenger hunt. On this adventure, you'll need to collect these various delicious-looking liquids and flasks that you'll need to inflict maximum science upon to turn into an antidote that will leave you living large. Once you find everything you need and lay it out in what you may think is an organized way, you'll already be seeing the world from a different perspective. While you try to remember exciting words like vermiform and gardoludix and what steps you'll be taking, you'll also need to prep your environment so your stubby little body can still reach everything. Usually, one of the first steps you'll have to take is throwing everything on the ground to make your fun-sized journey a little easier to navigate. The whole process boils down to using the magic of chemistry and a collection of highly scientific devices like this microwave to craft the 3 chemical keys necessary for your safety. Sometimes it requires mixing 2 chemicals together, other times you'll need to hit them with a series of numbers to science them into a brand new potion. Whatever the case, you'll be racing against the clock and, more importantly, your ever-decreasing height. As you creep closer to the floor, getting stuff off the counter goes from simply picking it up to epic leaps from boxes to stools to try and grab that final bottle of sweet salvation. This game doesn't have any sort of campaign or narrative, but you do have a nice collection of options to shape your shrinking experience into one you might enjoy. You can select from the generic difficulty levels that ramp up the number of steps and formulas needed, as well as making every action required just a little bit more of a pain in the ass. For instance, at higher difficulties, you can spill and even break your flasks, which happens quite a bit when you're the size of a toddler. Of course, you can also manipulate the settings manually to have a special experience as challenging or as easy as you want. You can even pick from a collection of labs with a unique variety of drawers and cabinets for you to systematically open like the drug-addled maniac you most likely are. Size Matters, the most fun you can have with Shrinkage since that time your trunks came off at the public pool. If you'd like to experience more hot takes, warm satire, and tepid commentary about video games, make sure you subscribe and check out my other abbreviated reviews.